at low speeds at least, it feels like a Raptor. I'll have to drive at higher speeds, and then that's where I really feel like that 5-link coil suspension, because it'll be a lot smoother. Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're gonna be going over a 2021 Gen 3 Raptor. First and foremost though, a huge shout out and thank you to Ed Kenley Ford here in Layton, Utah for giving me some time with this Gen 3. Check out their inventory in the link below, and also they do not sell anything over MSRP. Doesn't matter what it is, they don't sell anything over MSRP. So if you're looking for like a Gen 3 for MSRP, just saying, check them out. Let's get in the video. So under the hood, we have a twin turbo 3.5 liter V6 that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy, 15 around town, 18 on the highway. Power outputs, 450 horsepower, 510 pound-feet of torque. Looks pretty cool. Now let's go over the front end of the Gen 3. So first off, we have the really cool venting there in the center that has the Raptor logo. This one's finished in lead foot. And then you guys can see we've got the full LED lights here with the projector lights. You've got the LED marker lights, and then off to the side as well. They're gigantic now. Fog lights from the factory. It does say rigid on it, obviously, because that's where they come from. But again, it's a factory option now, which is awesome. Parking sensors along the front with the Raptor skid plate, and then the tow hooks. You guys can see that underneath. And then a little bit there with the new live valve. But other than that, there is the front end, which looks amazing. Coming around the side here, we've got 17-inch wheels. Wrapped around that, we have 35s. They're 315 millimeter for the width, if you're wondering, in the front. And then over in the rear. And again, this has the newest generation of live valves. You guys can see the setup there in the front with the truck. Again, oversized fender flares look amazing. You've got the venting on the side. Notice with the mirror, you've got the camera at the bottom. Off-road side steps look really cool. They say Raptor on them on the one side. And then we've got the big change here, which is, again, the newest generation of live valve, but we've got the 5-link coil suspension in the back end. And I'm actually gonna crawl under for this review so you guys can really see what is happening here in the back. Spare tire, by the way. But yeah, really cool stuff. First time we've had a Raptor that doesn't have leaf springs. Really exciting. And, well, there's your full side view. So we've got our key fob, says Raptor on it, so that is unchanged, but you got remote start, you got the tailgate drop down, all that stuff. And speaking of the rear end, we have a payload capacity of 1,352 pounds. Notice that this doesn't have bed liner, but you can get it as an option. We have a full outlet, LED light, got the cargo light with the cargo camera, all that fun stuff at the top. This one doesn't have the bed step added to it, but the tailgate still relatively heavy. Now let's finish things up here in the rear. So we have the giant plaque that says Ford on it. And you've got the Raptor logo down below. You've got the LED light here off to the side. Notice the marker light fits into the fender flare rather. And then notice the metallic gray here that goes to the bumper. Parking sensors. We've got the recovery hook and then the exhaust tips. This has all the exhaust modes, which is pretty cool. You guys will hear that in the exhaust clip. But anyways, that's the rear end. Here's the door panel on the back of the Raptor. You've got really nice trim here at the top and then leather trim just down below with the door handle that you guys know I'm a huge fan of. Window control. And then notice we've got the Bang & Olufsen sound system, and then notice the trim right there. Here are the seats. So we've got these full leather seats with like the Alcantara here off to either side, which looks great aesthetically. There's storage underneath the seats. Notice that you've got the heated seat controls right there. You've got all the outlets, the vents, all that fun stuff. Cup holders there at the top, and then storage space. And then this pulls down to be even more cup holders. So pretty cool with that. But that's all. So yeah. So here's the door panel at the front. So again, you've got the really nice trim here at the top and then the leather trim down below. Got the door handle again. More of that cool trim. All of our window controls with the mirrors, they do power fold in. They've got blind spot monitoring. You've got your memory seats with the door lock and unlock. Speaker for the Bang & Olufsen sound system. Ford Performance right there. Got the speaker in the headrest for the Bang & Olufsen sound system, pretty cool. Got the Raptor logo. You've got, again, really nice bolsters here with the Alcantara. The seats are power adjustable. Got the pedals. You got the adjustments for the pedals, the parking brake, light controls, lights out either side with the mirrors. Tailgate drop down, and the steering wheel is automatically adjustable. There's where I'm gonna look before we pop in, folks. So we've got the steering wheel here, really nice leather all around with the red marker at the top, really nice paddle shifters on either side. We have our steering select, we have this for the dampers, we have that for the exhaust, tons of customization here with the truck. Got that for the center stack, cruise control on the other side with volume, voice command controls, turn signal, so that's windshield wiper stock, and yeah, that's all for the steering wheel. So we've got the full digital gauge cluster just like other new F-150s, so you have the different screens, you can scroll through all that fun stuff, but we're gonna focus on the Raptor specific stuff, okay? So we've got the steering modes, so we have normal, comfort, sport, and then we have the off-road mode as well. Notice it doesn't go to it because we're in normal mode. For the dampers, we have normal, sport, and then off-road that you can adjust. And then for the exhaust, we have quiet, normal, sport, and then Baja. And yeah, there is a big difference, especially between quiet and normal. The difference between normal and sport, not as pronounced, but there definitely is a difference. And then we have the different drive modes. So we have normal, deep snow, sand, we've got Baja, you've got rock crawl, and then on the other side, we've got sport, we've got tow haul, and then we've got slippery as well. So a bunch of different drive modes and changes how the gauge cluster looks and everything. So for example, in sport, makes everything a little bit more aggressive with how it looks, and you know, the animation also looks pretty cool if you ask me. But yeah, that's all for that full digital gauge cluster. We've got auto stop start up here. We've got this for the cameras. You've got the parking assistance. That is for the hazard lights, stability control, and then the off-road cruise control basically. And going from that to the infotainment system itself. So first off, if we pop it into reverse, notice we have the backup camera with the zoom function, and then you can do zoom on different angles in the truck. Tons of different camera views. You guys can see literally every single angle on the truck is covered from a camera perspective. You can do auxiliary cameras as well, and then you've got this for the sides. So really good from a camera perspective. It's getting mad at me because I'm not in the tow haul mode. Now, as for the rest of the infotainment system, I don't know what that's doing, but anyways, response time's great. This is Ford's new 12-inch display. So yeah, it does a really good job with everything. But something that I want to show is if we go into the drive mode, so I'm going to put the truck into neutral, and then if we actually pop over into the rock crawl mode, wait for it, shifting into four-wheel low for us, we've got the front camera with tire marks. So yeah, really huge plus. Obviously that is great for off-roading. And yeah, that's everything for the infotainment system. We've got the Pro trailer right here, the trailer brake controls. We've got the drive line select, so we still have two-wheel drive, four-wheel auto, four-wheel low, four-wheel high, and then we've got the locker, and then again, drive mode select. Got the analog controls for the radio, climate controls. This has heated, cooled seats, heated steering, and all that fun stuff. Nice covering over here that covers the wireless phone charger, USBs, phone holder in that little area, and then you can just press that to cover it back. Couple cup holders. We have this shifter that folds down because voila, we have this type of center console. It does have the manual shift function and opening up the center console. Tons of storage space with that. And then we've got the dual glove boxes. Nice trim there on the outside. And then I like the trim on the dash as well. And then again for the Bang & Olufsen sound system up there. And then also here on the sides with the vents, the little coloration right there. I think that's like the only place in the interior that has that, like, it's kind of like orange-ish. I'm probably colorblind, but yeah, that's what I see. Anyways, popping up here to the top, we've got the auxiliary switches. You've got 6 of them, which is awesome. Power sliding window. Also, the TRX only has 4, so this has 2 more. Just saying, folks. And then we've got the universal garage door openers. You can get a panoramic sunroof. This one doesn't have it. Yeah, that's all. Here's our window sticker for this Gen 3 Raptor. So again, 2021. It's finished in lead foot. You guys can see the fuel economy over here. But notice they put that 5-link rear suspension. They have that so that everyone knows that you've got coil instead of the leaf springs, but all the standard equipment, the options this particular Raptor has. And you guys can see after that, total MSRP $71,990. And if you had bought this from Ed Kenley Ford, that's all they'll charge you. Nothing over MSRP. But anyways, there's one more look before we take it and park it, because this one's pre-sold, so I can't drive it. Don't worry, I'll have real driving impressions soon once my Raptor comes in, but we can drive it in the parking lot technically, so let's do that. Gosh, that startup is so cool. And even though I'm in a parking lot, safety first, we're gonna put my seatbelt on. Oh, we gotta make sure we're in loud mode, by the way. Sport for the exhaust. And I guess we will we've got the brake on. We will officially set off here in the Gen 3 Doo-doo-doo. I literally have to put it like the other side of the parking lot, but I figured instead of just like doing this by myself, I'd at least show you guys because, well, won't be driving this on road, but at least we'll get this. Something that I'm noticing, this feels super similar to a Gen 2. Like with the suspension and everything. Yeah, like at least at low speeds, feels like it has that Raptor feel. And with the steering too, so they didn't run the steering. The steering's still like the same pretty much. And everyone in there is probably gonna look at me funny because I'm gonna make like one circle around. I'm looking for a parking space. That's what we're gonna pretend. I'm not driving in a circle for the video. Yeah, it has that good steering feel. I love it. Yeah, still has a steering feel. Still, it literally this feels like a Raptor. Okay, guys, at low speeds at least, it feels like a Raptor. I'll have to drive at higher speeds, and then that's where I really feel like that 5-link coil suspension because it'll be a lot smoother. But at low speeds at least, you still have that cool like Raptor feel. I love this thing. This makes me so excited for mine to come in. That's all I'm gonna say. Super excited. But there's our parking lot driving impressions.